Good morning, my dear fangs. Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to the cavern. I'm your host, Kasara, bringing you the strange and unusual. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Subscribe today to become a fang and join the family. I hope you're all having a good week so far and had a fabulous weekend. A few weeks back, a subscriber mentioned the Florida legend of the Alligator Man. So, since I chose monsters and bizarre creatures for the month of June, let's dive into the legend and other gator tales. As I was looking into this legend, I found a couple other stories from other parts of the states. There have been sightings of gator men in New Jersey, Alabama, Louisiana, and Florida. However, they're all a little different. In the Florida Everglades, there have been reports of gator men since the mid 1700s, and are believed to be migratory beasts since there have been sightings of similar creatures in just about every large swampland in the American Southeast. According to legend, these creatures are roughly 5 feet long, with a child-sized torso, which tapers into a long, thick tail, complete with stubby gator-like appendages. Eyewitnesses have described it as being covered with a thin sheen of greenish scales, webbing between its toes and fingers, along with having a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. Sounds terrifying, to be honest. Some believe that these odd beasts have developed a language using howls and grunts, along with mastering the use of basic tools. Pretty interesting, since we think that monkeys are the only ones that can use tools. So maybe there's these types of creatures out there that have figured it out too. Who knows? The most famous example of gator men can be found at a Long Beach, Washington museum called Marsh's Free Museum. Wellington Marsh and Mandy are the owners of the shop, and they've dubbed the remains as Jake the Alligator Man. It was supposedly found in a Florida swamp. Some claim that Jake the Alligator Man was a sideshow performer, while others claim he was a Floridian serial cannibal, and others believe he was a swinging bachelor. Regardless, he's been an attraction of the Marshes Museum since 1962. So long time ago. Well, for some of us, it seems like so long ago. In Louisiana, there's the story of the Parlangua Swamp Monster, which is half man, half alligator, that prowls the swamps and bayous of Louisiana. The legend dates back to the 1960s in Rapides Parish, where, according to legend, a car was pulled out of the bayou and the driver was found inside, half eaten. Since then, rumors have spread all over Louisiana of the half man, half alligator, suspected of eating dogs, livestock, and even people. In the early 80s, a band actually wrote a song about the Parlangua called The Legend of the Parlangua. To hear the song, visit the link in the description. Deep in the swamps along Alabama and the Florida border lies another tale of legendary battles with a monster known as Two-Toed Tom. At some point in the 1930s, writer and professor Carl Kramer heard the story and wrote about it in his controversial book, Stars Fell on Alabama. However, the legend of Two-Toed Tom is far older. People describe the monster as having red eyes, a demon in alligator form, and is roughly 14 feet long. That is huge for an alligator. It is greatly feared by the Florida residents, which I would be too. The reptile has been well known for more than 20 years. Locals blame it for eating cows, mules, and even has been blamed for assaulting several women. According to the book, Kramer wrote the animal got its name from the strange footprints it left behind. Supposedly, the beast had lost all but 2 toes on his left front foot to a steel trap. Two-Toed Tom has survived many shootings and 1 dynamite attack. Nothing has seemed to bother this creature. A local resident named Pat Haynes was the one who launched the dynamite attack after the alligator emerged from the swamps near Florida and killed a mule on his farm. The farmer claims to have been battling Two-Toed Tom for over 20 years. More sightings appeared in Walton and Washington counties, Florida. Cattle, livestock, all of these different things have been disappearing from farms and the countryside. And it soon crossed the line from Alabama into Florida. In the summer of 1973, residents of New Jersey's Newton Lafayette area had numerous eyewitness accounts of a large humanoid alligator. A local journalist covered the story and compared it to a Native American legend about a giant man-sized fish that could never be caught. In 1977, New York City conservation naturalist Alfred Holstrook, reported that the state's southern tier was home to a skilled man-like creature which appears at dusk from the red algae-infested waters to forage among the fern and moss-covered uplands. No physical evidence exists of the creature, however, there are many eyewitness reports of the existence of this being. So what are your thoughts on the Gatorman legends and Two-Toed Tom? Do you believe there are creatures out there that we haven't discovered yet lurking in the swamps? Or do you think it's something else entirely? That maybe people are just trying to explain things that they saw in the fog or make sense of what is happening to their livestock? Or Jake, the alligator man that's found on display at the museum. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Friday, I'll be looking into the legends of prehistoric creatures that people claim to see still around today. And no, they aren't birds. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button to show your support for the channel and myself. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you can't wait until the new content, check out my other videos on the screen. Have a strange or unusual creature of legend you'd like me to discuss on the show? Let me know them in the comments, or you can DM me them on Twitter. Thank you again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and take care until next time. Bye, everyone.